welcome to Waypoint X. My name is Judd, and for this video we're talking about the top 5 things we think you should have in your Jeep before you ever hit the trail. So, stay tuned. Well, again, welcome to Waypoint X, guys. My name is Judd, and we really do appreciate all the support for Waypoint X. Caitlin and I really do appreciate it. So to get started today, it's our top 5 things that we came up with that you should have in your Jeep, with your Jeep, before you ever hit the trail. Now, this is not talking about your lifts and your tires and things of that nature. We always say out here at Waypoint X that you should go hit the trail with whatever vehicle you have. So if you go buy a Jeep off the showroom floor or you buy one used, we say go hit the trail with what you have, because you're always going to think that you want this and then you're going to end up buying this. So we always say go out there and explore, go out there and hit the trails that you want to hit and see what your Jeep is capable of, and then go buy the parts that you think will help you hit new trails and do those trails better. So we're going to start off with the number 1 thing that we think you should have with your Jeep before you ever hit the trail. Number 1, it is communication. Now, number 2 was a close second, but we had to give the win to communication. Now, you see most of us using CB radios, or what we call ham radios, basically a walkie-talkie on steroids. There are some channels on here that we're able to talk on and not get in trouble with, so we use that most of the time, but sometimes these things go dead and we don't have a charger for them, or you're not able to contact the outside world if you don't have certain frequencies already programmed into these. So we say, these are great and all, but it's not the key essential that comes out at number 1. Number 1 is going to be an iPhone, Android, a cell phone charger. So you never know what's going to happen out on the trail, whether you're going to get stuck or you're going to have a medical emergency out on the trail where you need to contact the outside world. Now, I know not everybody has cell phone service, but you can always walk to try to find that clearest cell tower and try to get cell service. I think it's just an essential part. Plus, there's also a plus. You always keep your phone charged. You get some great photos, get some great video out there on the trail. For number 2, we have recovery gear. Now, I'm not talking about your winch. Now, I think winch is one of the most simplest things that you can do to your Jeep when you first get it. I know they're kind of expensive. You have some budget ones, you have some more expensive ones. But I definitely think that one of your first mods should be a winch. It's going to be able to get you unstuck. It's going to be able to get you out of that sticky situation. So this is besides a winch. I think you should almost already have a winch before you even go off-road, just to be on the safe side. It's one of those things that you hope you never use, but it's great to have it just in case. So what we call a recovery bag. So this is our recovery bag. Now, we do have some extra recovery gear in the Jeep, but I think this is a basic recovery bag that you can put together for not a lot of money, maybe a couple $100, depending on what you buy, what you get. But this is just a bag, I believe, from Lowe's, just a cheap bag, and we just kind of piled some necessities in it. So we're going to go through it really quickly. So first, we have a set of just some gloves. Now, these are Harbor Freight gloves. They got some padding on the back, so when you do pull your winch cable, you got some gloves. It's not going to mar your hands up, especially if you have steel cable. So gloves are essential, especially if you're going to get somebody else's rig unstuck. You don't want to get all nasty doing that, getting their rig unstuck. Next, we have a soft shackle. Now, you can use the D-rings, but soft shackles are a lot safer. So it is that synthetic line. Now, I do recommend getting a synthetic line winch, but that is just our personal preference. We think it is a lot safer. So here's a Factor 55 soft link. That's just the brand that we chose, but they're very strong, and I think that is an essential part because you can just grab this, go, and use it just as a D-ring, but we believe a lot safer. Next, we have a tow strap. So this is essential, being able to get unstuck. Sometimes if you don't have a winch or you're pulling off the back, your winch is not in the back of your Jeep, it's in the front. So you're able to tow people, you're able to pull people out with this. So I think that is essential. Next, in our kit, we've got a snatch block. So for the snatch block, I think it's a thing that you don't want to have to use. Like I said earlier, you don't want to have to use your winch. But if you do have to use it, this is something essential because sometimes you're not going to have that perfect angle. The tree's not going to be right in front of you. You might have to pull yourself sideways. You might have to pull a Jeep over off of its side, or off of that it's been rolled over in a ditch. You might need that different angle, and a snatch block, it comes in handy. Especially if you're in some serious mud, you might have to get some of that extra pulling power with a snatch block. So something that you're not going to use very regularly, but I think you need it within your recovery bag. And that is our recovery bag for number 2. Coming in at number 3, we have our first aid kit. Now, we went out and bought all this stuff for our first aid kit. Just some things. I am a firefighter paramedic, so I went out and bought these things that we use basically on our trucks, and kind of built it around what I thought we would need out on the trail. Now, you can go to Walmart, Sam's, and buy a basic first aid kit. That will get you by pretty far. Now, we do think that you should add a few things to that. Some different slings, arm sling just in case somebody breaks something, or maybe some different bandages to kind of keep things stabilized, maybe a lower leg, some little things like that, they call them SAM splints, to keep an arm, in place. I just think there's a few things that you should add to it, especially like a tourniquet and some 4x4, some cling, some roller gauze, things of that nature that I think you should add to the kit and get extra of. You can never have enough of some 4x4s and cling. Definitely know that within the fire department. You're always trying to find more of that on the scene. So I definitely think you should have a first aid kit within your Jeep before you ever hit the trail. I think it will definitely save you in a pinch, because you never know when you're going to scrape up those knees and elbows. And it's better to have one and never need it than to not have one and need it. Number 4, we believe that you should have a fire extinguisher in your bag. So I am a firefighter. I'm a sure believer that if you have a fire extinguisher, you're never going to use it, but if you don't have it, you'll need it. So I believe you should have a fire extinguisher. You can determine what size you want, how big, small you want. We just have a little small one that we put under the driver's seat. It's easy access to get to. It's not in the back. You don't have to fumble around getting a bunch of stuff. It goes right up underneath that driver's seat. Something easy I can quick grab and hopefully put the fire out. But we think a fire extinguisher is definitely a necessity and comes in at number 4. For number 5, we think you should have a little food and water out there on the trail. Now, for us, it's usually some peanut butter crackers and a water, or for you, it could be some Gatorade and some fruit snacks. You never know. But I think it is a necessity that you should have some type of food and water out there on the trail, just in case you get off the trail late, something happens on the trail, and you might have to spend the night in your Jeep on the trail. You just never know what's going to happen out there. You're off-road, you're with nature, and nature can bite you in the butt sometimes. So definitely having some food and water out in your Jeep will save your day. So those were our top 5 things that you should have in your Jeep before you ever go off-road. 1 being communication, 2 being recovery gear, 3 being a first aid kit, 4 a fire extinguisher, and 5 some extra food and water. Now, this doesn't encompass everything that we think you should have out on the trail, but this is our top 5 that should get you started and in the right direction. Now, we could talk for days about what you should and shouldn't bring on the trail, but I think these are the bare essentials that you should have. We really do appreciate you tuning in to Waypoint X today. It's greatly appreciated. So go ahead and hit that like button, leave us a comment below, and tell us what you think the top 5 should be. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications for future videos coming out on Waypoint X. We really do appreciate it, and we hope y'all have a great day.